around the construction site. Yeah, that shape. It starts at a 0 point and it has a little tiny hole in it so you can see the light as it grows out off the magnification from small to willy big. You know, it's like small so you can focus to the bigger picture. It's almost like we're constructing your sight in a construction site through an envision of visions through angles that connect and make shapes and sizes within your dome. You know, your dome. That's why I wear this, because I try to do my best to protect my kingdom, because my temples have a silver lining of connection right here, and it's like a golden umbrella with all the purpose in the world, as my purple has the golden hue. So that I can be nice and sparkly to try to draw attention to the grand master wizard, me, the master of energy, the ME, me. I don't know. For some reason, I have matching numbers too. You know, it's almost like these days when you have them old cars and they're all original, all matching numbers, right? It brings all the money. So I'm trying to figure out where I turn in my matching numbers, because I want all the money. And then all the great people, you know, that were based around me as the originals that gave the space of nothing and turned it into something. Because all my OGs are 360 degrees around me. And they're off in that direction, off in that direction, and we're off in all directions. But what we're doing is we're creating a gathering, just like in the beginning. And we're going to get this evidence as concrete. And then we're going to go smack them with it. Because the truth left in Alexandria. It was burnt down. I am bringing it back, as I was born in Alexandria. Now, I can go on all day long about the master of energy, me. But that's not what I'm here for, right? I'm here to make connections with the original directors, the ones that catch the most smoke. I've already noticed who you are. I've been here my entire life in space for 46 years, which completes my space as the 4 and the 6, as 10. I've been here in nothing but observance. I've been the guy standing in the corner, like this. Never really did this. I just did this. right? And I performed my works of art. Now that I've gained all my experience in my performance through arts, now that I have my vision through my performing of arts, now that's why I'm here doing this. Because I have nothing but structure and two legs to stand on with all my experience from all my surroundings and my lineage of my family. I'm glad my family were of the highest of highs for some reason. Because I was always told, apples don't fall far from the tree. I'm just Johnny Appleseed. The guy that plants the seeds. That's me. My name's John. And the equivalent to John is 47. That's the level that I dwell out. This is 33. I'm at 47. I'm the 11, the master builder, the master number. The master number is 11. The 11 meets the arc at 22, doubled. And then you get to the highest of highs here, which is where I entered this realm at, here. And then I have gotten to here. You know how they say that people aren't above people? And Donald Trump's not above the law, right? He's at this level right here. He's not at this level up here. There's only one guy up here. One guy is up here. And he understands the parallel legs so well that he put them into motion through alternation. Left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right. That gave us the up, down, up, down, up, down. To the Contra. And there was a game back in the day. It was a cheat code. It was up, down, left, right, A, B, start. And you got infinite lives to beat the game. I understand the ins, the outs, the ups, the downs, and the left and the rights through the philosophy of the Fibonacci sequence that comes from the 13th step, which creates the breath on the rise from the 12 of the 144 as base as 9. 4 plus 4 plus 1 is 9. On the rise, you get.
Remember that these people are
on the
geometrically
rise,
blind, bro, and
you get the spiral of the
relate with what you're
spirit.
saying.
Oh, it's okay.
You know what I'm saying? They can't understand cryptid information. Everything has to be blunt and straight out given to them. And even when you do that, they stay not onto it anyways. We're talking about people that are so gullible that they're under the impression that they are too small to see curvature from 35,000 without ever trying to figure out the math behind it or looking to see what exact degree of curvature they should be seeing at a certain height. All for the simple spell.
What's this?
One curse.
Really small. Really big. Wait a minute. All I did was brought it into perspective.
One fucking statement has the entire population
really small.
blind. It's not even
big.
geometrically illiterate. Well, most of them are geometrically illiterate, but they're geometrically blind, never to go looking for the correct answer or trying to figure it out for themselves with just that one statement alone.
Yeah, it's wild.
When you talk code and encrypted, with metaphors, these people can't handle it. They lose their fucking shit, bro. They think that they can change their gender, identify as microwaves, put litter boxes in the schools, and they think it's okay.
And then next thing you
We need
know,
to accept this thing as reality and accept these people as reality. It's fucking wild, and I don't
hey,
think
Foil,
it's
you were in that last live I was in. When I start talking
Yeah.
about construction, do you see all the constructive experts that are custom builders in
Yeah, the ones
states all the
that
time?
sit in the fucking office. Yeah, I
Yeah,
saw them.
those guys, right?
And that bitch is just a picture taker, right? She probably sits in the office herself, comes out, takes a couple pictures,
Yeah.
keeps it pushing.
I asked
That's
her how
it.
you turned the corner because she was all confident about how it was straight.
I know she couldn't answer. I heard you. I heard
Look,
it.
if she built it herself, she'd have a whole bunch of pictures of what she did. She'd be proud of it and to show the work that she's
The
performed.
thing of it is,
She helped with the logistics.
I
and
pick
that's
my
it.
pictures. I pick my pictures um to present exactly how they're going to act. Like it's like I predetermine how they're going to act by just the pictures that I put up. That's why I put up the beginning pictures of the construct
Yeah,
where you
but
actually have to put supports up to hold the things so they don't fall down. She went straight to the finished product because that's all she sees. Right? I see the product before it even starts. So that's why I present the basics. And what's funny is they don't even have a baseline to stand on. So when they don't have this baseline to stand on, they're literally jumping up and down like a fucking wounded duck. And when they start quacking like a duck and walking like a duck, guess what? It's a fucking duck. Duck, duck, goose. What's good for the goose is good for the gander. Why are they ducking and dodging the truth? We, all of us, live in a construction site. Literally. Where we're at, we are building somebody's envision that he couldn't do all himself. So he got all of Santa's little helpers, the little the elves, the ELVES, the little elves, not the big L, but the little L's. He got all of his people to work and create all that outside. But he's a stupid fuck, man. He's just a carpenter, that's all. It was a guy that knew how to design things in volume with structure on one line. A baseline. And then he created energy in motion up, down, left, right, in, out. Potential, kinetic, potential, kinetic, potential, kinetic. Why is this potential? Because it's constant. Why is this constant? Because I have control. I can... Hey, finger. Wave. Stop waving, finger. 2 fingers. Air quotes. Stop. Oh.
And you sometimes.
Fuck. For some reason, my fingers listen to my commands. Fingers, will you obey my commands at all times? Yes, sir, I promise. Thank you. Point. Wait. Don't point. There's 3 pointing back at me. All right, cool. It's not my fault. Wait. It's your fault. Wait a minute. There's only 1 pointing at you and 3 pointing at me. It's my fault. I'll never be the one pointing at anybody because I know there's 3 coming back at me from the 1.
Hey, I'll point at him.
Tickle, 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 tickle. Yes, I love Chris's comment down there. We have the resurrected on this motherfucker. We flow so freely as we are a werewolves howling at the electrons. The electrons. As we are electrics. We're not humans. We're fucking lumens. We're the Illuminati's, guys. Don't tell anybody. You know, the ones that everybody says, oh, the Illuminati's did it. The Illuminati's did it. Guys, that's us. We are the light beings. The ones that feel themselves gravitating towards this guy here as a gathering. All right. As you guys see me and you come and you gather upon, you guys are the real ones. The chosen ones. Shoo! That were entered into this big zero called space. Shoo! Like a shooting star, a superstar, a nova. Shoo! Being delivered from up above, down below. Shoo! Boom! You make contact. Houston, we have a problem. We don't have chosen ones down here running the show. Oh, we don't? No problem, sir. Reinsertion now. Generation X incoming. Look, X marks the spot. Boom! Alexandria is where I dwell and came from. Alexandria, L.A. That's what gave me the 3311 prefix in my spiral in nature number. You know, because there is rhymes to reason. Numbers prove everything. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5. Half of 10. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. It's all the numbers that we base everything on are on a grid. And the grid is the 11 master number turned perpendicular from the parallel to create the hashtag, the pound sign. You know, the number one or the number two director is the hashtag to separate the numbers. So you have one corner for 1, the next slot for 2, the other corner for 3. That's why we have four corners of 1, 3, 7, 9 operation at the bottom to direct everything, because the generator is at the bottom and it directs everything to the top, and then it returns back. So as the creator came in from the bottom, exited out through the top, made a loop, and then came back in through the bottom, from the shadows of the date 2-2 came the 2-1, which is the inverse or the reverse of the 5-7 in reduction, which is 12. The 1 plus the 2, or the 2 plus the 1, give you the 3. The 33, 11, 22. That's my reduction in sin. You know what an in sin is? Well, when you first enter the militia, you are an in sin. An in sin. And I have all these signs around me that let me know that I'm not an in sin anymore, because I've took all the sines and the cosines of the waves and put them all together at the 0 point, and then hit a button, and then it expanded out from there. It's like it all gathered here, and then boom. And that sound is still traveling today. Because
for a nudity restriction.
Oh, maybe I'm revealing too much. Maybe I need to be a little bit more private about it instead of woo. I don't want to give the moon the moon. 2 legs, bend over, show your ass. You know, the ass cheeks, the moon. Oh, the Rocket Man. Rocket Man, bro, please come up, man. I want to talk about your scalene triangles and how you were able to derive those in the first place. Please elevate yourself. Oh, wait, never mind. You aren't part of the elevate, right? You're part of the eliminate. Press on and drive on by, because that's what I'm going to do when you're crying to say stop. I'm just going to drive on by and say hi. Yes, this is my helmet. Yes, that is my helmet. This is not the one that I use now, because this is the one that I needed to use to protect. This is the HJC, right? This is when I was younger and didn't contain all the knowledge that I have now. So I just had to protect the head of Jesus Christ in this one here, right? But now that I'm older, right, and I talk about the 60-60-60, I had to up the ante a little bit and get a 60 helmet, right? So here, let me show you that one real quick. Because all I talk about is the 60, 60, 60 being our depth perception of the Sea King, the Sea King, the Christ King, that seeks off of the 60, 60, 60. That would be the extended planes of the 180, the 180, the 180, the minus the 60, the 60, the 60. You get the 120, the 120, the 120. That's your 360 degrees of your framework. You're welcome for that. Just be glad that this guy right here, understood all of this to overstand I don't like to say it, you know what I mean? But overstand everybody. I understand and understand everybody so much that I overstand them. I don't know why. I don't know why I was able in my life to achieve the things that I've achieved. It's almost like it was programmed in the head. I wonder where the head honcho is. The HH. Well, I wonder if he's grand, because the value of grand is 44. And then the value of master is 66. And when you add those two together, the grand and the master, you get the 110. And I don't know if anybody knows about 110, but that's the L electron as the beginning state of matter. You have the electron, the proton, and the neutron. That's how you get carbon copies to exhibit footprints on the moon. Everybody thinks that we live on Earth. Well, the reason why we get the reflection as a map of the Earth is because we're all moonwalkers. We're all moonwalkers. Welcome to the anode. You're the cathode over the geode, getting diode emittance to the node. You're a little cathetus as a baseline. When you grow up, you get two legs called cathedi. And when you make the connection, welcome to the cathedral. I'm your chaplain of the cathedral. Spirit Airways. I'm your captain. I can drop all the dead weight and guide you in the right direction if you allow it. Or you can allow yourself to be at a low rents. I like being up here. You can try to pull me down, but I'll run back up the ladder again. You can try to pull me down, but I'll go right back up again. I stay up here. I've been down here and up and down, up and down. I'm done with this fucking up and down shit. This is too much work. Fuck work. I'm done with that shit. It's time to give the punch line. And if anybody's aware and anybody has any awareness in the current situation in the times that we're in, but that jolly old man is coming to town. He's making a list, checking it twice. We're gonna find out who's naughty or nice. Come here. If you think that this is a waste of time, right? Then I understand that you don't understand that time was a construct and that you are a waste. And do you know what waste is? Well, that's trash. And the trash possibly might just get taken out here real soon. Because in my world, the trash goes out on Tuesday, right? Tuesday. 1 Tuesday. Oingo Boingo seems like,
What's up, fellas?
and ladies.
Hello.
What's up, fellas and ladies? Sorry.
Yeah. We didn't want to misgender anybody up here because we're not part of they, them.
Okay.
We can gender ourselves perfectly. I'm male. These are females.
Cool. I'll let you finish what you were saying. Sorry, I didn't mean to.
Perfect. Well, it seems like you came up here and you were all antsy to come up here because you were like, allow me up. So we allowed you up. So now that you've graced us with your presence, can you give us a little presentation on who you are, and where you might be going?
Okay, so I am currently on the toilet, so I need a second to like finish up.
All right. You got to take all the time you need because it's just a construct.
Thank you very much.
Hey, Chris.
Grand Rising. What's up?
How you doing?
Living the dream. I got some news. I got some good news. But I'm not going to tell anybody because then they'll all fucking spread stories.
Yeah, then they'll ruin it for you, huh?
Bro, quit
Yeah.
spreading that a lucid dream, man. Damn it.
Hey, please don't kick me.
Fuck you, bro.
Oh,
Who was that?
Five oil.
that was a figment of our imagination,
Oh.
I guess.
That's it. It was just a figment of your imagination.
That was an
That's
in and
right.
out. That was an in and out real quick.
Yeah, he keeps coming up and making disgusting noises in the
Oh,
background, and then things he's gonna say, "Please don't drop me," and that's going to do something for him, and it's not.
What's up, my family?
There he is. Another
Hello.
great one.
Thank you for the kind words.
What's up, people? How's it going?
You
Good.
oingo boingo. Oh, okay, I had the wrong motherfucker.
He said that was the other guy.
I did.
Please don't kick me again. I know
Okay,
you
it
all.
wasn't you. No,
Thank
Oingo
you,
doesn't
Spoon.
usually. He's been up before, and he doesn't usually do the noise effects in the background. And as soon as you got up here, I heard it, and I
Yeah.
just I associated it with you. I assumed it was you.
We're
No,
quick.
man.
We're quick to
Never.
pull the trigger. We're triggered.
I know.
just so you know.
I know.
We'll pull it real quick.
Got some gestures coming through, trying to joke and stuff. I wanted to hear what MX Racer was having to say. He was saying some pretty compelling stuff.
Yeah.
Well, what I do is I just
Lines
bring
and decipher what he's
the proper
saying, yeah.
angles of depth perception. That's all.
Hey, 180 standing at the 90. I already know.
Hey Thomas, man, can you come up here real quick? I've got a couple people up here that want to discuss some mathematics with you.
That guy's a fucking joke.
It seems like who you are. It seems like you know where you are. It seems like you know where you came from. It seems like you know your true birth parents. It seems like you know pretty much everything about yourself. You've spent a lot of time studying and researching yourself. Is that a safe assumption?
I've done a very deep dive into every single number that was attached to me and my family. Yes.
So, yes, just like GGK, Riz, Spoil, myself, wrong, dead wrong. We all. That's one of these journeys is we're jumping in, diving, and learning who we are, or unbecoming everything that they told us to be.
Yes.
Who they.
Exactly. And that's why I love coming into contact with people like these people on the panel here, because they share like minds, right? And they take my ideas, and even though they might be like, this guy, right? It's planted. And then they go and look, right? And then they might find something. But it's okay. I don't need any credit for anything. I don't need anything, right? Because all angles that we perceive are the only thing that I bring. That's it. You know, the 60, 60, 60. You know, your helmet, the 60, 60, 60. That's all I bring. I understand this angle. That's all.
I mean, I think it's compelling because we're on the 180 standing in the 90 and the 60, 60, 60. I mean, it doesn't get any more realer than that. That's pretty much the basis of all the foundation of reality.
Well, I know that we're in a construction site, and we're constructing the creator's vision through vision. That's called sight, and you have to build that through construct. And I understand that for some reason. I don't know. I'm not really a smart guy. I just understand structure and construct. That's it. Anything outside that, I don't care.
Yeah, fuck all that, man.
Are you on a globe? Where's your 90 on a globe?
Tell you real quick where it's at. It's at 1.618033988749894848204 and so forth.
Oh, okay, so thanks for being a troll.
I'm not trolling. I'm being so serious.
No, all he was doing was hitting the 12th and 13th step where it goes from one phase to two phase where it squares. That's where the steps change. That's where the phi actually comes into play for the rise.
Exactly.
Over the run, which is the 233 over the 144.
And every time it results back to 1.168.
1.618.
1.61. My bad, dyslexic.
But I asked you if on a globe.
Would be at the very center. What's north of the North Pole?
Very center, like, are you talking about the center,
What
like
he did
in the
was
middle
give
of
it
the
3D.
core, sir? Are you talking about the core center? Where's the
Yeah,
center
no,
on the
yeah, what he
outside?
did was make it
Shut up,
3D.
Tango. Shut up, Tango. Where's the 90 on the globe, sir? On the outside, the surface area of the globe? Where's your 90 at?
Well, we know if we take the globe and then unravel it, it'd be at the equator.
Be flat.
Wouldn't be
So
a
you're
globe
telling me
anymore.
the equator at
Wouldn't be a globe,
360 degrees is the 0 point?
and it wouldn't be a globe. If you unravel it, it would not be a globe anymore.
He's trying to say, and he would be wrong. You would be wrong, sir. You would be fucking wrong.
So to me, the center point would be at the dead smack center of the 360 degrees of the 24,901 circumference, which would
Like
give
I
me an
said.
equatorial plane to measure the distance from the 24,901 to get the exact center in the middle. Because
So,
that's how mathematics work.
So, Foyle, are you saying that if I unraveled this T-shirt thread by thread and I took every thread apart, it wouldn't be a T-shirt anymore?
No, man, it would be a straight line for some reason.
Oh, okay.
Fuck,
That-
I don't like a thread. And you might have a couple threads, you know what I mean? They might like piece the shirt together. You might have like a front and a back, and it has seams, right? They seam that fucker together. I don't know, man. It's pretty wild how it's just so easy to build things if you know the basics. The basics. And the basics are geometry. Geometry includes all shapes and sizes.
130 seconds, 1/64, so forth, all the way up until you reach it's infinite.
How is it infinite? How are you enclosed if you have infinite?
We're not enclosed. That's the
Then
thing.
how do you have gas pressure without an enclosure?
Look,
So bring me gas. Bring me any gas. Bring me 5 pounds of any kind of compressed gas without a container, please.
that
No.
is a good point. That is a good point.
Yeah, you can't do it, and they invoke gravity, but that's just made up pseudo force. So we're just playing make believe again.
Well, of course, but that doesn't mean that we can't observe the effects.
What did you observe that made it spherical, though? Seriously.
What effects? You observed the effects of gravity before?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
How?
where?
Like
Where?
I drop something and I just observe
Okay,
it.
that's
That's
not the
called
effects
fluid
of gravity.
dynamics.
Droppity dickety
That-
do.
That's not
That's called
the
fluid
effect-
dynamics.
That's not the effects of gravity. That's an acceleration rate, and a dense object is displacing the medium around it.
Wait,
If I drop an
And
if
so
I drop
therefore,
an,
excuse me, Slayer, and so therefore it falls to the ground. Now, if that fluid is less dense, it's going to displace the medium, the gas, the atmos around it, and rise, right? It's got a opposite. Yeah, go check your shit. Yeah.
So you're
that's
talking
called
about like an
Archimedes'
anvil and mercury.
principle.
You're talking about like
Called
an anvil and mercury
Archimedes'
pull.
principle. It's not gravity.
So yeah, if I drop an
I fucking slept in. I called Gio here. He's supposed to get insurance on his car. I had a few things set up for him to do, but knowing him, you know, we don't have a...
to choose this helium balloon. Are you ready? I'm going to drop it. It didn't go down. Why not?
Because it's got gas in it.
Oh, so it's fluid dynamics?
It's got a container.
Yes.
Wait, so you're saying that this is fluid dynamics?
You can call it whatever.
This is lighter than air and goes up. Let's try this one. Oh, that's heavier than air, goes down. Lighter than air?
One law, Archimedes'
Heavier than air.
principle for both. It's a well-established law that stood for thousands of years until they needed their atmosphere to spin with the rotation of the Earth. So they replaced your well-established law with the theory. But
I got Bagel taken care of last night, though. At least he's happy. He's in a lot better. We were talking for a while. Hopefully it's the start of him not feeling like shit so much. I just think he feels like he gets shit on a lot, right? And he probably does. He probably does. And then his health, like, when his health's not doing good, that...
Gee, if you didn't know.
And then if I was to drop a 16-pound bowling ball, or say a 30-pound bowling ball, and a 10-pound bowling ball from 3 miles up, are they going to hit the ground at the same time?
Who knows?
What about your gravity?
I just want to know about what's north of the
Out
North
already.
Pole.
He's knocked out already.
What's north of the North Pole?
Never been there. Have you?
I astral traveled there and I remote viewed it, but
Oh, okay.
No, so you don't fucking
So
know,
Nick
right?
knows no.
I just want to know what's
You're in
north of the
some-
North Pole.
You were in some
We can't give you
delusional
an answer we
state
don't know.
and you think you know something now? You were in some kind of psychosis, delusional state, and you think you went somewhere that you've never been in your mind?
Probably.
You're a fucking idiot.
Okay, ad hominem. But yeah, what's north of the North Pole though? For
I
real?
just told you we've never been there. We don't know. We've never been there. We don't make up bullshit like y'all do.
I don't know anything. I'm ignorant to my knowledge.
But you said it was a globe.